I had a fan question yesterday that was it had to do with Israel Adesanya. And they're saying, look, all this talk that Adesanya should go up and fight Jon Jones. But what would happen, right? People that are saying Daniel Cormier publicly stated on a broadcast, he goes, look, he's got the skills to beat Jon Jones. I'm not sure he's not better than Jon Jones. But I will tell you, he's not big enough for Jon Jones, in my opinion. Well, there's some truth to that. Adesanya is a welterweight. I mean, based on what Adesanya walks around at, which is 183 pounds, guys that walk around at 183 pounds fight at 170 pounds. There's something within Israel where he believes bigger is better, whether that means bigger fights, more prestige, greater challenges. But he took himself out of the welterweight class, put himself at middleweight, and is now looking to go from middleweight up to light heavyweight. There's something about him that likes bigger, I think. But perhaps he just likes the idea of taking out Jon Jones, being the one to do it, and proving to everybody that he is truly the best fighter in the world. Where this comes in is, should he be in a hurry to leave the division? Are there meaningful fights within 185? I think there are. I quite frankly think the Paulo Acosta versus Adesanya really needs to happen. I like the idea of the Romero against him. I like the idea of Darren Till against him. But if he's going to do this champ thing, and that is a real thing going around right now, I don't know why he wouldn't also consider doing it down at welterweight. I mean, could you imagine if Colby called out Adesanya? Could you imagine the fun that we would all have? Could you imagine if that match was going to happen? What if Kamar calls him out? Where'd that come from? Didn't see that, but could you see where that could get real interesting real fast? I think that Izzy could naturally get to 170 far more likely than he could ever get to 205. And while he would qualify to fight at 205 just by weighing less than 205 pounds, what I'm talking about, I don't think he could get his body big enough to get on the scale and have it read 205. I don't know about that. I think he's a couple of years away. That's a hard thing to do. So many people think, well, I'll just go eat more or have him lift more weights. Yeah, he eats a lot and he lifts his ass. He works really hard. It's hard to gain weight when you're doing as much cardio as these guys are doing. And while he does have the frame for it, and while I know he has the courage and doesn't even need to weigh 205 pounds, if he wants to fulfill the argument that Daniel Cormier is making, that it would just be too small, and it wouldn't be a battle of skill, it would be a battle of size. Okay, but a way to take that is to get to 205. I don't know if he could do that. And I do think, as much as it appears that he just personally would rather be bigger than lighter, I'm not sure that for a big fight, going down to 170 doesn't also make sense, isn't also very fun, and would be maybe a little easier to do. I want to keep him, though, myself, at 185 for a bit. And not only the big names that I just dropped, Paulo and Romero and Till and Kelvin Gastelum, not only the big names there, but there's this up-and-comer. Edmund is his name, apparently managed by Ronda Rousey. And how much truth versus how much marketing, who cares? I like the storyline. He's 21 years old. He's come out and said, I want to be the youngest champion in UFC history. I'm into that. I like the gimmick. It's Macy Barber's gimmick. So I don't know that everybody should be coming out and saying that. It seems like Macy kind of has the rights to that angle. But he is a special talent. And I got to see him over the weekend take on Brad Tavares. Brad Tavares is not an easy night out for anybody. And Edmund looked so crisp. He looked so sharp. He went for the kill. I mean, he knew he was like a shark. He smelt blood. He went for the kill, but he was also very tactical. I was watching this guy. He's coming to the head. As soon as the opponent brings his hands up to protect his head, he's dropping to the body. Now, that's fighting 101. Guys don't do it. Guys know to do it, but everybody turns into a headhunter. You just do. He's going upstairs. He's coming to the body. Now, hands come down to protect the body. He's coming back upstairs. He's mixing these things up. He's walking him down the whole time. I mean, it was quite a performance. And when a guy comes out and says he wants to be the youngest ever, I really like that from a marketing standpoint. I love the goal. I love that now you've got an urgency. But also from a marketing standpoint, if that's something that catches on, boy, what a good way to get yourself a title shot. Because if we eclipse that birth date, we now lose that story. However, I do have to tell you, I think Macy has that one cornered. But as far as Adesanya having very meaningful fights and very meaningful challenges and very big up-and-comers, as well as the current sitting veterans, I think there's a lot of fighting to do at 185. And I think for a meaningful amount of time, Izzy should stay put.
Uncle Chill, Uncle Chill, there's no bad guy like Uncle Chill. He never lost, not even a round, undefeated, undisputed. Oh yeah, here comes the bad guy, yeah, Uncle Chill.